у него были аристократические глаза. He had such aristocratic eyes, my father used to say about his favorite English setter. He called the purebred dog nice, because nice was the only English word my father knew. Nice was intelligent and handsome, with a white, thin body streaked with brown and black spots. His long, bushy tail waved as he walked, and his large brown eyes looked up to Papa with love and obedience. Papa adored Nice, and the respect between them was evident as Papa trained Nice for what the setter was bred to do, hunt for quail, pheasant, duck, and grouse. That time, the 1930s, came to represent the last relatively peaceful period for my father. Baron George Meyendorff trained English setters for hunt on the family summer estate called Kumna, just south of Revel, the name for Tallinn in pre-communist times. Papa would venture into the Kumna fields with his gun, and Nice would point and flush out the birds into the sky. My father cherished these moments. Later, he said that they were the happiest in his life. Nice was so well trained that friends or family who came to Kumna to hunt without their own dog, Papa would loan them Nice for the hunt, and with a signal from Papa, Nice would bring the kill to the other hunters. My father's friends were awed by the dog's willingness to obey, even a command that went against his nature and loyalty to my father. Nice would implore Papa, the dog's luminous brown eyes pleading as he looked up with the catch in his mouth, but Papa's disciplined training prevailed. This exchange was a choreography, a dance between two aristocrats. When not on the hunt, Nice was always at my father's side, resting his head on my father's knee, enjoying the touch of my father's hand on his head. He perked to the sound of my father's voice, and he kept guard for any possible danger. As a child, I listened to Papa's stories about Nice. I saw my father's eyes well up with tears, and the emotion would transmit itself to me, and I would long for Papa's lost life filled with dogs, horses, white manors, and open fields. Papa had been blessed with an idyllic childhood growing up in St. Petersburg, surrounded by music and art and oblivious to the political unrest that was slowly undermining Tsarist Russia. In 1917, everything changed. The Bolshevik Revolution exploded in St. Petersburg, and the Meyendorffs, along with thousands of others who suddenly became enemies of the people, scattered in many different directions for fear of being killed by the new communist regime. Some of the Meyendorffs were arrested, some escaped to freedom, others were exiled, and some died. My father fled to the family estate in Estonia. In 1940, he was forced to escape the communists again when the Soviets invaded Estonia. Nice was long gone. In 1950, our family moved to America from a displaced persons camp in West Germany. In the New World, there was never any opportunity for us to own a dog. The exodus from Europe gave way to small apartments near the Russian colony in Nyack, New York. Stripped of his country, wealth, title, and his health, the former baron had to use his artistic talents to design patterns for needlepoint cushions for middle-class East Siders in Manhattan. My mother, a poet, worked in dress factory sweatshops. For most of my girlhood, we lived in a one-bedroom apartment in which my father soon covered the walls with paintings and photographs, a constant reminder of all that was lost. Today, my walls are covered with some of the same paintings and photographs that I grew up as a child. The one I look at most often that holds the place of honor on my mantle is a portrait of Nice. The setter is forever enshrined in a watercolor that my father painted on a small wooden board. There he stands, always the aristocrat, with his right paw curled up in a forever point to unseen game he will never catch. Thank you.